What's up, y'all? So, for those of you all who stayed tuned in for my last previous video when I was talking about the Black Liners or whatever, when I was telling y'all that I was gonna get involved in my encyclopedia and get some of the history and knowledge of how the Corps came about and what was the plan and intentions of the Corps. Today I'll be talking about that video, and actually this is the video here when I'm actually gonna talk about it. I'm actually in one of the sector corps fighting some of the Atlantas from each corps that actually escaped from each sector. So as you see, there's a green power battery right there. There's greens coming out. There's gonna be yellow liners coming out, black, etc., and so forth. Like I think the green liners was trying to imprison some of the villains that was escaping their prisons and escaping their sectors, and as you can see, I had Robin right there. Somebody had Cersei, and somebody was using Supergirl, and I think the Flash as well. So it was a tier, I think it was a tier 5 alert, 4 player alert thing. So I was doing that, but let's hop into this history of the Black Lanterns, like I promised you I was gonna do for this video. Okay, so let's start off with the Black Hand. He's actually the lantern who actually started the Black Lanterns like from scratch. You know what I'm saying? The debut was in Green Lantern Volume 2, Issue 29, and it was the year of 1964 in June. The current version, Green Lantern Volume 5, Issue 7, was issued in March of 2012. Okay, so this guy's real name is William Hand, which they call him the Black Hand. So the base in sector, the sector was 666, which basically means the devil, y'all. Coast City. The base is Rio or whatever. His height was 5'7", weight 165 pounds. All that good stuff. And the only allies he had was either the Black Lantern, of course, or Necron or whatever. His enemies was Green Lanterns, of course, Hal Jordan, and just the Green Lantern, of course, in general. So far as the power and abilities go that the Black Lanterns have, Black Hand, using his black power ring, can reanimate the dead and steal energy by killing his victim and tearing out their hearts, which is pretty brutal from what I am read just off all these lanterns in general. I think these dudes the real deal. But let's go into William Hand, some of his history, like how he was raised. So he was raised in a funeral parlor, obsessed with death. He was chosen by Necron, Lord of the Unliving, as his avatar. Necron continuously whispered to the boy, slowly driving him insane. Hand killed his parents, took his own life, and was born as a Black Lantern. Soon he commanded a vast army of the risen dead, the Black Lantern Corps. During the Blackest Night, the Green Lanterns teamed up with the other corps to fight Necron, and the Black Lanterns as they tried to destroy the white entity hidden on Earth. Hand was eventually defeated and returned to life by the white entity. So yeah, by this time it was before he was dead, y'all. Like this was when he was human or whatnot. So taken in by the Indigo tribe, he escaped and killed himself. Those of you who don't know who the Indigo tribe is, those are those ancient lanterns that I was telling y'all about. Like the one lady that was indigo that I showed y'all the screenshots of in my previous video of y'all was watching it and keeping up. But yeah, let's get back into it. He had killed himself. A black power ring emerged from his body, and he was raised from the dead as a Black Lantern. Seeking revenge, Hand replaced his own hand with that of the Green Lantern Hal Jordan's dead father. Swearing to kill Jordan with his own father's hand, he failed, and Jordan imprisoned him in a source wall at the end of the universe. So basically, this guy can resurrect anybody that's close, that has a close relative or that's close to a close family member or that's close to him in general. So they feed off the dead, and people that's related to him or that's close to him. Basically, if you have strong feelings and a connection towards them, they basically use that as their strength. So let's just go on with some more details about him. Black Hand may be one of the Green Lantern's deadliest foes. But it wasn't always that way. The original Black Hand was a minor Green Lantern villain who would sometimes break the fourth wall to talk directly to the reader. Shortly before Hal Jordan's rebirth as a Green Lantern, the Spectre, then Jordan, turned one of the villain's hands to cold dust as punishment when he tried to steal Hal Jordan's green power ring from the Green Arrow. So I want to get into the prelude, child. The prelude to the Blackest Night. Death of Says William Hand was the doorway to absolute darkness for the demonic alien Atrocitus. After using Atrocitus' comic rod to take his own life, Hand will rise from the dead to become the Grimmest Reaper of them all. If y'all know who Atrocitus is, that's the leader of the Red Lanterns, the Rage Lanterns, as I mentioned in my last video before. So that was the prelude to how some of that stuff even began. Like I was saying, the Black Lantern, of course, they might be the strong. I'm gonna say they are the strongest. Like I said, they basically are undead, child. They just like an arm of the dead, but they strong. The ring make them strong. And actually, Aquaman died, Hawkgirl and Hawkman actually died, and they was resurrected as Black Lanterns, like before anybody else was. In the clone of Batman, the Darkest Night comic, you know what I'm saying? He was raised from the dead as a Black Lantern, so that posed a threat as well. So wrapping all this up, y'all, I'ma just read the end and what's left, just to give y'all some more details on how this ended and what's going on in the current time. So the Black Lanterns are under the armor brought back to the land of the living by Necron, Lord of the Unliving, to wage war against the various corps of the emotional spectrum. For those of you who don't know who the emotional spectrum is, that's like the Lantern Corps as a whole, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They use black power rings which reanimate the dead and also symbolize the absence of emotion and life. Using Black Hand as his avatar, Necron unleashed a full-on assault on Earth with countless numbers of the dead, including many heroes returning as Black Lanterns. Like I just told y'all, that goes back to Aquaman, Hawkgirl, and Hawkman. Black Lanterns often sought out to consume the heart of those who care for them the most. If y'all heard what I just explained to y'all like a few seconds ago, they go to the ones, they feed off the energy to who's close to them. This emotional pain helping to empower Necron, while the Black Lantern's corpse was defeated during the Blackest Night, which is the comic. Black Hands sequentially returned as his master's avatar on several occasions. So on more than one occasion, he kept coming back, y'all, trying to take over and do his thing and pretty much kill everybody and use his dead army. Each time threatening to bring more death and destruction into existence. Even Green Lantern Hal Jordan briefly became a Black Lantern. Like if y'all noticed that video I posted, like the one before this, the one I keep mentioning, like in the DC Universe Online game, I actually fought Hal Jordan. You know, because he ended up getting consumed in there trying to take on the Black Lantern course by himself. Okay. Even Green Lantern Hal Jordan briefly became a Black Lantern. When the path seemed to be the only way to defeat Voltium, the First Lantern, Hal raised an army of the undead and even Necron himself before defeating Voltium. He was then returned to life by a Green Lantern power ring. So basically when Hal got took over, you know, he tried to basically bring up his own army, which I don't know what's up with Hal Jordan. Whenever Hal Jordan get consumed about anything, it's like, if y'all remember on Injustice 2 when he got took over by, not Injustice 2, but Injustice 1, when he got took over by the yellow power ring, which is the power of fear. Like, it seemed like he tried to take it over as for himself, like, you know, take it from Sinestro, Arkillo and everybody else that was a part of the Yellow Lantern Corps. Excuse me, it seems like, in my opinion, it seems like no matter what Hal Jordan does, like no matter what faction he rolls with, he try to take over. Like he try to be the supreme, so it kind of puts me in the mind state that this dude actually knows what he's doing, even though he's being controlled. So it makes you think is he is he even being controlled at all? But yeah, y'all, that's it for this video. That's all I got for y'all. I was just keeping y'all updated. You know, getting y'all that promise to do that other video like I said. So, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for my next video. Make sure y'all get this video a thumbs up, a like if you liked it. And hit the comments to get more and let me know, y'all. Subscribe. I'm out.